Hi guys, it's Shannon, and today I figured I'd have a chat about what's coming up in 2019 for me and play with some new makeup I got from E.L.F and Beauty Bay. I told you about the orders I'd done in my Boxing Day sales haul because I said they hadn't turned up yet, and I said I'd let you know when they do, and they did, so I'm going to try them out. Okay. Oh, basket right next to me full of the stuff, so hang on. I did it in the wrong order, so now I've got to dig through and find everything. It does not want to cooperate with me today. Okay, so I got two new foundations. I got the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in Soft Ivory because I'm pale. I'm rather red, as you can tell. But to be fair, I've just got out of the shower and yeah. And then I also got the E.L.F foundation. Looks like this. I got this in shade, where'd it go? Light Ivory again. Huh, funny. No, this was Soft Ivory. So not Light Ivory again, just Light Ivory. I'm a bit all over the place today. So that's the foundation I'm going to use. I didn't actually get primer, so I'm not going to use one. Is that a bad idea? That might be a bad idea, but hey, let's try. I don't know what foundation to use. I might use the Wet n Wild one because I haven't used it yet. And plus I have the concealer to go with it, so I'll go with this first. Although people have complained about the applicator for this, haven't they? Because it's like this thing. You can't see that. It's like a paddle. I don't know. As you can see, my lighting is a bit better today. It's because I've actually got my big mirror with lights set up a bit higher, so, and then the camera's in front of it. So, woo. So it's actually looking a bit better today. Right, I'm just going to put it down on a piece of plastic because I don't want to put this on my face. Oh, the orders I got, only one thing was smashed, and it was the bronzer I ordered from Beauty Bay, but they were very understanding. I sent them the pictures and they sent me a refund for it very quickly. It was back in my bank account within like 3 to 5 days, whatever it was. It smells like paint. Is that worrying? And trust me, I've spent a lot of my life around paint. Yeah, so 2019, what's coming up for me? So, one thing me and Mad Mac have started to do is we're actually saving, I didn't put enough foundation down, we're actually saving to move into a bigger place and our own place because as you guys know, we currently live with my auntie and uncle. So we're actually saving to move into our own place, and we're hoping to be like have enough. Oh, I forgot to take my nose to that again. We're hoping to have enough by New Year, like 2019 New Year. I'm just using a Real Technique sponge to blend this into my face, down my neck, into my ears. I need a mirror. Where's my? Oh wait, there's one on this. No, there isn't. Okay, oh, I forgot to use that. Okay, I did forget to use something. Nothing new there. Always forgetting things. Let's use the mirror for this. Okay, so I would say I did a pretty good job with that. And it actually seems to match, so yay! Let's just double check. I need a bigger mirror. Where is it? There. Okay, so I'm covered in foundation now. The next thing I have is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus concealer in Light Ivory. So I feel like that's maybe a bit darker than the foundation I use. We'll find out. That definitely looks darker. Yeah, definitely darker. It's very thick. I haven't used this before. I haven't used any Wet n Wild products before because they're kind of difficult to get hold of in the UK. Poke myself in the eye with a sponge, why not? But yeah, so we're hoping to have enough to saved by the beginning of 2020. And then we'll be able to move into our own place. I mean, my auntie and uncle aren't rushing us in any way, shape or form. I just don't want to be getting under people's toes anymore. Because we've been living here for 3 years and I just feel like maybe I'm under people's toes. I didn't get a powder out, did I? No, of course I didn't. Powder's the furthest thing away on my desk. Oh, right. I said desk and it's not even a desk, it's a shelving unit next to my little filming area in here. Honestly, what's wrong with me? Where'd I go? What? I had it. I put it back in the basket, it's okay. I actually really like that concealer. I think that blended out very well and cancelled out my dark circles. I'm just going to put a little bit more in the inner corner just because I nearly jabbed myself in the eye with that. Just because I have quite dark circles, well not dark circles, just dark bits in the corners of my eye. Just because I never sleep very well. Oh, and if any of you are wondering why I said, trust me, I know what paint smells like, it's because I actually am trained as a decorator. So maybe you'll get some decorating videos at some point in the future when I do some. You never know. But yeah, I'm actually trained as a decorator. I actually have a level 1 and 2 diploma in decorating. I had to stop for health reasons though, because I can't do it every day. So I had to stop for health reasons. That's why I don't do it anymore. I still get to do it from time to time because I do it for my auntie, because I work for her on a self-employed basis. So I get to do it from time to time for her. Okay, so now we're going to powder. Now, let's see if I can actually do this properly, because I know I've gone overboard with powder in the past. Oh, I'm also using a new set of brushes that I got from Amazon, and I think I paid like £15 for a set of 2, 4, 6, 8, 14. For a set of 14, I paid like £15, so if they're any good, I'll let you know. It's my first time using them though. I'm just using the Rimmel. I'm just using the Rimmel Stay Matte translucent setting powder because this is one of my favourites. It's one of my go-tos. I don't bake. I never use loose powder because it gets in my mouth, so I don't use it. Never have, really. Well, I tried, obviously, that's why I know it gets in my mouth, but I never liked it, so I never used it. Okay, so that is my face set. I didn't want to put that in the basket. I wanted to put this in the basket. Yeah, so what else is happening this year? So obviously one of the things I want to do is expand a bit more with what I do for my business. Maybe take on a couple more clients, you know, things like that. Okay, so now, I had a liquid highlighter and I forgot to let's see, like if this turns out horribly, it's because it's over the top of powder. So I'm not going to judge this too harshly. Turn this down slightly. Yeah, it's there. A little bit of a sheen there. Where'd I put it? Oh, it's right in front of me. Apparently I can't tell the difference. This is the Wet n Wild Mega. I can't read apparently. The Wet n Wild Mega Glow Hello Halo Liquid Highlighter in E300 Halo Gorgeous. So it just looks like that. So I'm just gonna put some down on this little plastic I've been using, just because I can't find the little metal palette I had that I usually do this sort of stuff with. That was way too close to the center of my face. I'm just using my finger to rub this in because I don't want to risk messing it up with a brush, because brushes can be a bit harsh when you're trying to do, well, when you're trying to fix your own mess ups, basically. I should have put this on before I powdered, but I just didn't think. As you can tell, I'm also not used to using liquid highlight. It's very pink. But I like it. I might set down that one side that's turred just to try and get it off the centre of my face. Very oily though, very sticky. I can't tell. As you can tell, I'm not the best with makeup. But I try, and that's all that matters, and I'm hoping that you guys won't make the mistakes I do from watching me. You'll be like, oh yeah, she did that wrong, I'm not doing that. Okay, I'll just enough with the highlighter. Or the liquid highlighter. I have a powder highlighter too. Oh, the other place I ordered from was Superdrug, wasn't it? So I actually have some stuff from Superdrug too. I need to wipe my hand now. So something else I want to do this year is I want to keep up with my bullet journal. I started bullet journaling at the end of last year and I wasn't very good at it. I didn't really keep up with it. So I want to try and keep up with it this year, she says, having forgotten to fill it out for the last 2 days. That's great, isn't it? But, you know, hopefully I will remember to fill it out more regularly. If I sound a bit croaky, I'm sorry. My voice has been being weird today. What next? What should we do next? I had a contour palette. Here it is. So I'm just going to use the E.L.F. contour palette. I haven't used this before. I've used the blush palette, but not this one. So I figured I'd give this a shot. So there's like a highlighter in here, and then 3 contour shades. I'm probably going to go in with this one. What brush am I going to use? I'm going to go in with this brush. As you can see, they're all new. Actually, I'm going to go in with this contour shade. Oh, very pigmented. Bash that off. I'm going out in a minute. So use that to put it on. Maybe I can use one of these brushes to blend it out a bit better. That is a very dense brush. That is not going to do what I want it to do. Let's try this one. So all the brushes I'm using are from the one set, and then the only other thing I've used is obviously that Real Techniques blending sponge. That is a very harsh contour. Although it doesn't look as harsh in reality. Not too bad. Where'd it go? There. Okay, that's contour done. I didn't pick up a bronzer either. Oh, it's because it's smashed. That's why I didn't get a bronzer. Okay, so now I'm going to do my blush, which you saw in shot earlier. I'm using. Oh, did I say I was using the E.L.F. contour? I think I did. Right. So the blush I'm using is from BH Cosmetics. Again, I've never used anything from BH Cosmetics because I didn't see the point in getting anything from Beauty Bay until I had enough to order a relatively large order. Yeah, that makes perfect sense, Shannon. Well done. A relatively large order. So I ordered stuff from BH Cosmetics and Wet n Wild, and then the E.L.F stuff came from E.L.F, obviously. So I'm just using this highlighter, the Floral Blush by BH Cosmetics in Fiji Fun. I'm just going to use this brush. That's a very large brush. So this is quite a glowy blush, and I'm not usually one for it, but let's give it a go. You know what? I like it. That's a very nice blush. I like it. Okay, so next is highlighter, which came from Superdrug. I got the set of 5 highlighters they were doing for Christmas. So this is one of them. This is the Snowflake Heart. I forgot to mention this highlighter is from Revolution. I thought it was a fan brush. Okay, sorry, my iPad just lit up for no apparent reason. Okay, so there is no fan brush. So I am going to use, what am I going to use? You know what? I said I was only going to use the ones from this pack, but without some sort of brush to do me highlight with, I'm going to use the fan brush out of my Galaxy brush collection, which again, brand new. And I will, oh, look at that. I will leave the links for all the makeup here, except for maybe the Snowflake Heart highlighter, because it was a Christmas edition. But I will see if I can find it on maybe Revolution's website. But I will find out and see if I can find it. If I can find it, I will leave it in the description box. If not, then I won't. But the only way you can get this is in the set. Look at that highlighter. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to my eyeshadow. So the only eyeshadow palette I brought was the E.L.F Nude Mood Mad for Matte eyeshadow palette. So it's the Mad for Matte eyeshadow palette in Nude Mood. So it's all mattes. I have used this a little bit. I used this on New Year's Eve. So I'm just gonna go in with a little fluffy brush with a little transition shade right here. Kind of dusty. And look how good I'm doing. I've actually managed to keep my face in shot for the entire video so far. Apart from when I had to get up. Okay. I didn't do anything to do with my eyebrows. Did I? I did. I just found it. Okay, so that first colour I went in with was this one right here. So now I'm just going to go in with this one, maybe. Am I going to go in with that one? No, I'm not. I'm going to go in with this one right here, just into the crease to deepen it a bit. So, something else that is going to happen this year is I want to read more, or like listen to audiobooks more, because I actually love listening to stories or reading stories. So I want to do it more. So I've actually taken out a subscription for Audible, because obviously like every YouTuber in the world is sponsored by Audible. So I figured, why not? I'll give it a go. And it's only like £8 a month, so I figured, why not? So I've taken it out, and so has Mad Mac actually, which surprised me. He's not one normally for books. So the first set of books I've decided to start reading is the Harry Potter books, because I haven't actually read them before. I haven't even seen all the movies. At the moment though, I'm on Goblet of Fire. I'm really enjoying it. I'm halfway through it, so we'll see. So after Goblet of Fire, then I can move on. What am I going in with next? So I'm going to go in with this one right here next. Okay, so, yeah, so I want to not drop my brush. I want to listen or read more. Maybe that's one of my New Year's resolutions. To listen or read to books more. Maybe, we'll see. I also want to get out more. Me and my auntie went for a walk yesterday. And I felt so good after it. I think we're going to start making it a regular thing. But I think I might start going for walks around the little village I live in. Just to try and motivate myself. Because I've had a real lack of motivation during 2017, 2018. Because there was a lot of stuff going on out of my control. And it just led to me not having a lot of motivation in my life. So I want to try and get that motivation back. Hopefully 2019 will be a better year. I don't think there can be a year worse than last year, to be honest. Because a few members of my family died, some pets or some animals that weren't my animals, but they were like members of my family that I love dearly died as well. It was just a rough year, so I want to try, like, hopefully that's not going to happen this year. Hopefully this year is going to be a better year. I can move forward. Right. All of that was done with the same brush, by the way. It was all done with this brush right here. So next I'm going to go in with this kind of fluffier brush, and I'm going to go in with a bit of a deeper colour. I'm going to go in with one more cool tone. Let's go for cool tone. So I'm going to go for this one. I'm going to go in with this one, just in the outer corner, just to deepen up that outer corner a tad. Don't be too pigmented. Okay, I think I bashed off too much for that. To be fair, that was my own fault. Yep, that was a clever idea, wasn't it, Shannon? Just whack your brush into an eyeshadow. Yep, that looked good. Well done. I can't actually wink with this eye. I actually have to hold it shut with a brush if I want to shut it, but then when it comes to blending I have to keep both eyes shut and it just never ends well. Okay, so now I'm going to take a different brush. I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to go back in with that lightest shade, the one that's right here, and I'm going to blend it into the edges just so it's a bit more of a seamless blend into my eyelid rather than like a harsh line. So I'm going to blendy blend. This shouldn't take too long, to be fair. Look at that highlight. Okay, so I know it's an all matte look, but this is sort of like an everyday-ish kind of look, other than, you know, the highlight on my face. Okay, so sorry, that was my tap. So the only other thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some of that snowflake highlighter and I'm just going to go pop. Let's just make sure I've done that right. Okay, I haven't been putting makeup away as I go. This is the problem. Eyebrows. Eyebrows, what I'm going to do next. So this kit actually comes with an eyebrow brush, which I found very helpful because I ordered 3 sets of brushes and this is the only one that came with an eyebrow brush with a spoolie on the end of it. The rest of them have eyebrow brushes, but they don't have spoolies, I don't think. Yeah, no, they don't have spoolies. Look, this is the eyebrow brush from the Galaxy kit I got, and there's no spoolie on the end of it. I will leave links for both this set and the Galaxy set because the Galaxy set is so soft. And quite hefty as well. Quite hefty, they're well weighted. Oh, hello! These are well weighted as well. They're weighted, they're well weighted, they're really nice, they're really soft, and I actually am really enjoying them. Brush my brows up a bit. So I basically have non-existent brows towards the tail end. And that's not from like over plucking or anything like that, because you've got to think I'm only 21 and over plucking kind of went out in the 90s. this is just how my eyebrows are. It's how I was, you know, this is just how they grow. I very rarely do anything with my eyebrows, to be honest. So it's just the way my body decided to grow the hair on my face. I put my mirror away. It's not even the mirror, it's the bloody E.L.F contour kit. Okay. Oh, I'm using the E.L.F. What is this? It's just a pencil? It's just a pencil. It's just an E.L.F pencil for my eyebrows, and this is in the shade Light, because I know if you have dark hair, then you're supposed to use a dark a dark eyebrow thing, but I personally don't think that suits me, so I use the light one. But I don't go as excessive as to use blonde. I just use like light brown or whatever. I basically don't listen to rules. I'm a rebel. I don't listen to rules. I'll make my own rules. But that's the thing with makeup. Like, you can do whatever you want with makeup, and as long as like you think it looks good, who cares what anyone else thinks, honestly? Where'd it go? Go. I am kind of being blinded by these lights, to be honest with you. They're really bright. It's not even like they're that bright, it's just because how close they are to my face. Sorry, I keep slouching. I shouldn't slouch. That's why I have the bloody stuff set up so high. Slouching is not good for my back or my posture, so I shouldn't be doing it. And I don't really make a shape with my eyebrows either, I just kind of follow where they go. Which is why I usually end up with eyebrows that don't match, even in the slightest. Yeah, me and Mad Mac are hoping to move not too far from where we are at the moment, because obviously we both work in this village. So we're hoping to not move too far away, but we want to have our own independence. The other thing I want to do this year is I want to get driving, because I'm 21 and I can't drive, which just seems a bit ridiculous to me. So I'm going to learn to drive, get a car. Me and Mad Mac are going to split the tax and stuff for the car, and then we'll pay for our own insurance, and obviously we'll buy the car half and half. But I want to get driving. I want that independence. I want to be able to go out whenever I bloody well want. I mean, obviously I can do that. I can get the bus now. Sorry, my shoe rubbed against my chair and made a weird noise. So, I mean, obviously I can get the bus and stuff and go out now, but buses are getting pretty expensive where I live. I mean, just to go like one town over, it's like 8 quid. It's ridiculous. So, me and Mad Mac have decided we want to drive. So we're both actually going to learn to drive. It just depends on who passes faster. Which obviously could be either of us. The only problem we're having is I want to learn in a manual, and see, my eyebrows don't match even this size, and Mad Mac wants to learn in an auto. But he said he's going to give manual a shot, because if you live in the UK, you know generally that if you learn in the manual, it's so much easier, because then you're not restricted. You're not restricting yourself, because like there's more manual cars around than there are autos. Okay, so the good thing about this pencil is there's actually like a little corrector thing at the end of it. So I'm just gonna go under my eye. Yeah, so Mad Mac has said we'll give manual a shot. And I hope it works out, because otherwise we're gonna have to get an auto, and I kinda want a manual for my first car to ingrain how to use like how to drive in a manual, because I know it's like riding a bike, but I'd much rather do that and have the confidence going into it rather than, you know, not. I'm just going to use this brush to blend that out. And then I'm just going to go back in with that highlighter when I can find it. There it is. And I'm just going to go under the brow bone. Just to give it a tad bit. Sorry, my iPad keeps lighting up over here. That's what's creating the light on this side of my face. Keeps unlocking, and it's not like unlocking, it's lighting up to let me know that I've had a notification. It's rather annoying. Okay, so I think all that's left now is lip stuff. So I have a few different things. So I've got a traditional lipstick from E.L.F. See if I can swatch. Oh my god, that was like
silk. That was like silk. So that's the colour. Yeah. Okay. Then I've got 3 of these lip crayons from E.L.F. Again, like silk. I'm just gonna do a little bit and then I'll show you. Okay, so starting from this side, we've got Rich Red, Praline, Berry Sorbet, and Wine. So they're all nice colours. So they're just lip crayons. Where did I put the other one? Oh, there. Okay. And then I got some liquid cat suits from Wet n Wild. So I'll swatch them and show them to you. They're all pretty much the same colour. So this one is Coral Corruption. Come on, focus. So that's Coral Corruption. Now I'm out of focus, hang on. Bear in mind I'm using my phone for this. So this next one is a Nudist Peach. Then we have Rebel Rose, which looks very a nice dusty pink colour. So Rebel Rose. And then I have a BH Cosmetics liquid lipstick in... Doesn't say. It does say, I just can't see it. Hang on. I think the name is Sienna. So I'm just... So that is the Sienna colour. Look how close it is to Nudist Peach though. I didn't know that when I brought it. Oh, get it mad. Oh, make it refocus on my face. Come on! There we go.
Do I look weird? I feel like I look fine. I feel like I never look right until I take all my hair out of the headband. No, I need a haircut. I need to get Mad Mac to do that. Because as you've seen on my channel before, Mad Mac does my hair.
And then I got a variety of lip pencils from BH Cosmetics. They're from BH, yeah. Yeah, so I got, what do you got? Indora. Come on. So I got Indora. This is Playful. Peachy. And what were you? Sorbet. So I think what I'm going to go for is okay. So I think I'm going to go for Sorbet lip plot. Oh, let me refocus on my face. There we go. So the Sorbet lip pencil with Nudist Peach liquid cat suit from Wet n Wild. So as I said before, I got this all in the Christmas sale, or you know, the like after Christmas sale. So that's my lips lined. Now let's see if I can do this without messing them up completely, because I'm not the best at doing liquid lipstick. Actually, I'm just not the best at doing lipstick at all. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's not okay. I think I did an okay-ish job. Maybe this corner's a bit.
Okay, so they are matte. They're kind of sticky. I don't know if that's gonna last. So we'll find out in a minute. Take the hair down. I didn't buy a setting spray, so I can't say this. Okay, my hair's just gonna be a bit wild. So this is the completed makeup look. I actually really enjoyed using all this new makeup. I think the only thing I'm going to have to try out again is maybe the contour and the liquid highlighter. Because I don't feel like I did a very good job with them. But yeah, and as far as 2019 goes, I think it's going to be a really good year this year, and I think lots of things are going to happen that are going to be good. Hopefully we won't have any tremendously awful things happen again like last year, because last year was a rather bad year. So I will leave all the links for all the products I used down in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up for me. If you're enjoying me and my content, hit that subscribe button and ring that little bell so you get notified every time I upload. Leave your video ideas down in the comments for me and I will try and get around to doing them. I hope you have a lovely, lovely day, and I'll see you through the screen. Bye!